right, then let me make sure we go live on Instagram. Let me see if we gonna go live. If y'all on your laptops or your iPads, go on your phones and share this on your Instagrams or something or anything.
How do you share it on your Tiki-Taki?
I don't know. Oh, I
Okay.
can't yet because I don't have enough people yet. But
Oh, darn. I wanted
But
you
you
to
know
have
what?
like,
But I do.
yeah, you do
I
and
have
Denise do.
5,000 followers.
Both of
Okay.
y'all got
Yeah.
enough. So y'all can next time y'all log in, y'all can go and set it up to where y'all can stream on y'all thing too.
Yeah, it was asking me for a URL, so I was trying to figure that part out, but
RL
we'll
from
know
next.
next time.
What fool?
Hey, I'm gonna
Showing
wear
his
my
age.
headpiece just so I can match y'all.
but it ain't coming through there.
No, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna buy the kit.
You gonna buy a kit?
Yeah, with the where I can put the headphones into the computer and then the microphone.
Oh yeah, man. That's like $50.
Yeah,
It's not even expensive.
I think the show should purchase it for us since we regulars. But
Well, when the
No,
show
but you,
start making some money, shoot, then the show
I thought
will.
we had sponsorship.
no,
What's
you need the
Kaya?
kind that don't got a cord though.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
don't you don't need the cord if you. I
Well,
mean,
okay, well I should be able to Bluetooth, but it's not working.
Well, I
Who's
can't help you
Mr.
with that.
Nashville?
I'm gonna
Oh,
put the
yeah.
comments up. Let's see.
I said, who is Mr. Nashville?
Hey, what up? Yeah, hey, Nashville was so much fun. I gotta go again when I don't have a gig to do. I had so much fun down there on
Every
Broadway.
year.
Man, them white folks love me.
I
This
believe
one
it.
this one white
I've
dude,
been
he saw me.
I've been
He
there.
saw my cross on my chain. He was like, I believe in Jesus too. Then he started buying me shots.
Hypocrite. Hypocrite ass.
I loved it, man. I was like, let's turn up with the white folks, man. I had a good time.
That is great.
Nashville was dope.
What
Well,
you coming
welcome.
here for?
I did a gig, man. I DJ'd a bar mitzvah out there.
Thought you was
Yeah.
on the pole. You said I had a gig.
I was on the
Guess
pole.
what, y'all?
What?
It. I can hear y'all
What?
through here. I did it. I had to hold the button more. I did it.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris said that. Never mind.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
Can you hear all
Micah,
the
yeah,
brothers
they
too?
do love some Jesus out there. They love Jesus and country music.
That's the
It was
Bible
great.
Belt. That's the
Yeah,
Bible
they love
Belt.
it. It was wonderful. I love them out there.
I'm glad you got connected, my brother.
Yeah, straight up, straight up.
Breaker
Well,
19.
hey, well, welcome
up,
everybody to the It's Mental podcast, man. If you're on, please like it and share it. Look, you don't even gotta like it. Just share it. Share it, share it, share it. I need people to get on here. I need people to like it. I need people to chime in each and every week at 6:30. While people are coming on, I got my boy Denny Moe, who's been faithful, regular every single week. I got
Go
Mimi.
Navy.
I got Chris, man, who joined the team. Chris
Yup,
is
yup.
Chris, my boy from AZ, and I got Sis in the building. Sis in the building. She might
Sis
not
in
be
the
a regular, but
building.
we gonna have her on often because she
Oh
got
yeah,
bars.
often.
She got bars. And thank
Bars.
y'all so much. If you are on and watching right now, please share. Just share it, please. Just share it. Share it on whatever platform you're watching it on. Look like all of y'all on Facebook so far. At least 3 of y'all. Share it, please. And all right, people is logging on. Great.
Yeah,
Y'all can follow
share.
us.
Please share, guys. Tag me in it
Yes.
too.
Tag her. But yeah, y'all look, y'all can follow us on YouTube at It's Mental Podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram and TikTok. I'm gonna be posting clips on as It's Mental Podcast. So man, we wasn't on last week because the election, man. We didn't want to try to compete with that thing there, and things happen.
I heard a lot of people didn't really want to watch the election.
No, a lot of people wasn't watching it. I'm surprised.
We could
I
have
think
been on.
we could have been on. I think people was kind of just over it, all the drama. They just happy it's over with. Most people I talk to just, man, I'm just glad it's over with. They just done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cool. We passed all that, man. What else happened since then? The Dodgers. Were we on when the Dodgers won?
No.
Hey, that was the week before. Yeah, the Dodgers won the
I
World
think
Series.
the Dodgers
That was
won
2
like
weeks
maybe
ago.
like the next day.
Yeah,
Like the
Dodgers
next
won.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dodgers won. And
Dodgers.
then my Eagles won yesterday when or Sunday. I was at that game. That was fun to mess
I
with some
see you.
Cowboys fans. And Dennis, last night your Rams
and my
lost.
fantasy.
Your Rams lost.
Yeah,
Let's
that
talk
was
about
some
the Rams.
BS game, man. They played like some clowns, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
that
they
was terrible.
Doing.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the
Score a
Rams.
touchdown. Like, come on, bro.
I'm going to the Rams Eagles game is in 2 weeks, man.
I know it's in the, yeah. I might go down there with you.
Yeah, you buy that
I might go
$25
down there
ticket.
with
Don't
you.
waste your money to see them lose again.
They ain't $25 no more. They're
Damn.
like 80, 90 for the nosebleeds now. 2 years ago, they was like $30. You can
Yeah,
stand
they
in
was.
early.
They
Now
was.
like
They
80,
was.
90.
Right.
Call
That's two
inflation, brother.
bills.
It's inflation, brother. That's what it is.
Yep. Straight up. Straight up.
Well,
All right,
we
y'all.
won a Super Bowl, so they gonna up the tick because we are Super Bowl champions.
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen for a long.
That ain't gonna happen
time.
again. No, right. That was because they just built the stadium. They had to make sure they won and get their money's worth. That ain't gonna
How
happen
the
again no
Cardinals
time
doing?
soon. They're actually not doing bad.
No, they
They're not
gotta. But I'm not a Cardinal fan, so it doesn't matter.
You ain't
Like, it
claiming
don't
the
matter
city
to
you
me.
live in?
Oh man, I don't even watch NFL like that. So y'all ain't gonna catch me talking about none of NFL. College football, we can talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball, we can talk about that. But NFL is too slow. College is faster to me. It's
College
way
is faster. Even the pros
way
said it.
faster.
The pros said that is faster.
So
College is
you
faster.
can catch me watching that.
Pros is slower and stronger.
And they prima donnas too.
Oh,
man.
wait. They
So-
telling me to get to it. We cannot waste. We got our beautiful sister Denise on here. We cannot waste her presence.
What's up,
We
sister?
gotta
Hi.
keep her on. She is actually the biological sister of Denny Moe. She is the
Oh
beautiful.
Lord, don't say
She
that
has
out
the
loud.
brains and the beauty. He's just big brother. That's it.
I got the age.
So 2 weeks ago, right? We were talking, and the subject came up about men who date women or women who date men who make less money than them, right? And so me and Dennis were talking, and we know that sis, not to talk her business, but she's a pretty successful career woman, right? Single mom, 2 sons, but just financially very successful, even professionally very successful in her title and things that she does, as a young black woman, right? Are you still a young black woman, right? Yeah.
I was. Hey, I'll go for it.
You're younger than me.
right. You old. So
These knees be kneeing. These knees
Yeah,
be kneeing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got them FAMU knees no more, sis. You ain't
No.
got them.
That's where you went. You went to FAMU?
Yes, I went to FAMU.
Okay.
She was on the
Give a little
dance team
background
too.
about it. Can she give a
Shout
little
out
background
to
about
all my HBCUs out there, but the greatest is Florida A&M University.
No, I
Mm.
may have to talk to you because my daughter is interested.
Oh, absolutely.
Hold on, bro.
I'm a
Hold
part of
on,
the
bro.
alumni.
You talk to me first. I'm the gatekeeper. Hold on, bro.
Wait,
Then-
you went to FAMU too?
No,
He-
he
no,
went to
that's my
UFAM.
sister.
He said you.
we-
He went to UFAM.
Chris,
I went to Sidewalk University. Cuz.
Man, I can't talk to you, brother. My baby
He-
ain't.
You go through me to get the sis, nigga.
Hey, look. I'm talking all education. I'm talking
No,
about.
I know. Yeah, he got what you got 3 daughters, right?
Wrong. I got 2 daughters.
Two
you
daughters.
gonna give him extra
Yeah.
kids, huh?
Yeah, he did.
He got the
Yeah,
extra
that-
kid. They're just 2
Yeah,
daughters.
He upstairs. He'll come down here. He'll come back, Benzi in his locks.
Yeah. Straight up. But look, let me get back to sis here because I want to give her some time. So, sis, I don't want to tell too much of your personal business as far as financially, but you are a successful black woman in Los Angeles, California. I want people to understand that.
Yes.
Like some people, y'all might be successful in the South, but she is successful in Los Angeles, California. So that makes a difference here. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm not, we ain't gonna talk about what's on her W-2s and all that. But just know.
Okay, Benzi, ask her this, Benzi. What
You
does she
ask her,
do?
fool.
What do you do for a profession, and what type of portfolios have you managed in a sense, so if they get an idea what you deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Thank you for asking. So I work in real estate, and as a lot of you guys know, real estate has different types of divisions. You know, you could be selling homes. There's all different types of divisions within real estate. I personally work on the commercial real estate side. I am a general manager. I have a portfolio of properties that I manage on behalf of ownerships. So most of my ownership groups are institutional clients, so your large clients, and some are like investment funds, REITs. REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. And I have a team of people that work underneath me. I don't do it alone. I have a team of people that work with me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's not even talk about finances first. Just being in that profession, how is it when you're dating and you're meeting a man? Do you look for a man that's on a similar level of profession as you, or like what do you look for? Like what is your
Well,
when you're dating?
when I was dating, and I've dated a lot. Uh, let's just go ahead and put it out there. Dennis is my brother, so I think I you know, you always want to look. I've always wanted to look for a person that had the same level of education as me, because that's something that I like and that I'm attracted to is an educated man. I'm attracted to that because, you know, I know how hard it is to go to college. I'm not saying that everyone I dated went to college. That's not my point here, but that was something that's important to me. I can tell you it's really difficult to find. It's hard to find. I don't know about, you know, one thing, I've lived in a lot of different places. I've lived in Miami, Pittsburgh, Tallahassee, Detroit, Los Angeles. So my demographic of my, you know, my background is a large background. So some of the things I may talk about or speak about may not be things that people on the West Coast have experienced because it may be, you know, geographical.
Okay.
But, you know, in general, it's hard and difficult to find someone on the same level as you right now. In just HBCUs alone, women outnumber men 2 to 1, and at some universities 3 to 1 in education.
Benji, we picked the wrong college.
Yeah, we did. Hey, but look, we really wouldn't have gotten the work done if we didn't.
In Atlanta, down there in Clark, is 15-1. Clark, Atlanta.
We wouldn't have got no we wouldn't have been at no class.
Let's just say my brother Dennis was at the university and wasn't taking one class.
I know he went to
I didn't take
UFAM.
no classes at FAMU, but I was there for about a year.
He went to UFAM, so I'm there.
I'm like, what
University of Florida A&M,
campus, sir.
Straight up.
And I threw the best parties.
Throw the best parties. Don't even go to the school.
Don't even go to the school.
I got a question for you. So, how long have you been back in LA, and how many bachelors do you run across that have a college degree in LA?
Okay, so I've been in LA for 18 years, and I ran across 2, and I married 2 of them.
Dang. Scoop them right up. Okay.
So I also know, though, just not to be all in the business, you've dated down too. Look, she chose.
That's the topic of the show. That's the
topic. You've dated down. So because it is difficult sometimes, unfortunately, as a woman, you have to, I hate to say lower your standard, but you have to maybe open your standard. Let's say open your standard to someone who may not be as educationally advanced as you, may not even be where you are financially, but can meet other needs that you may be looking for. So how is it when you, like, okay, let me ask you this. How much lower in income are you willing to date?
I will say how much lower in income that I did date.
Yeah, let's go there.
It was a 60K variance between what I made and what he made.
That was a whole person.
He felt crazy. He felt crazy. But
hey, I was heavy in the church at that time, so
but just because you find
it was different.
Just because you find somebody that's educated, that don't mean they for you though.
That's
No,
true.
but the thing is, it's hard to find I would say on the West Coast. Say, for instance, that I lived in the South, like I used to. I lived half my life in Tallahassee, Florida. It's easier to find an educated Black man because of the proximity to the universities that the South has. So I could easily go to a Q Dog party and find my next husband, or a Kappa party. He don't cheat on me, but that's good. That's for another day.
Okay, so
Don't ask me all that. You ask me if I can find it. But here on the West Coast, we just don't have the same amount of educated men available. That's it.
In
it's
our
just
culture.
the availability in our culture.
Yeah, in our culture. Yeah.
It's just geographic.
We have no HBCUs over here.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, that's all it
the
is.
problem.
Yeah, and then when people are getting degrees from HBCUs, they not coming back to LA, even if they from LA. They staying out that way.
In fact, my roommate in college, she was from California. She's the only person that I know that moved back from FAMU to Cali. And so it is even difficult to we didn't have very many people from the West Coast at those universities. Like, it was when we saw a Cali person, we was like, what's we was like little groupies.
Yeah.
You from Cali? How you doing?
So when you date a dude that made $60K, that's a gap. That's a whole person gap. That's a whole yearly income gap.
I was on my potential right then. I was like, oh Lord.
Okay. So you looked at him as potential.
Yes, and I was at that time. I was very heavy in the church, and so I had a lot of church pressure of, y'all look good together, y'all a power couple. Oh my God, both of y'all can preach so well.
Sounds like the same story, don't it?
I see a question, sis, for you. They said, excuse me, but can you please clarify if obtaining a degree is synonymous with being educated?
No. That's not. I mean, because I've dated blue collar. I've dated someone and married somebody that was a licensed journeyman carpenter. He was just as intelligent as a man that is educated. My preference, I'm talking about mine.
Yeah.
My preference was to have someone that had the same level of education as me. That was just a preference.
Right.
It's not an absolute. There's nothing that I'm talking about that's an absolute.
Yeah.
So the guy that made $60K and less, was it more of a project? Was it more of a build-a-man for you? You had to speak life into him to get to where you want him to be?
I don't think nothing can speak life into that, but it was just a situation to where we look good in church. We look good. We look good. We can preach. Our talents made us look good.
So can I ask this something? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breaker.
So breaker 1 2. So some of the times you dated a person because you were attracted to their personality.
Yes.
Though they may not, and they may have disclosed to you, hey, I don't make what you make, but you guys felt like you meshed. Is that correct?
Yes. And also,
okay. So why would you accept that? Or some people would say, why would you, if you say lower the standard and accept that versus saying, hey, I know we get along personality wise, but you're not on the level I wish you to be on, so I'm not going to go here with you.
Well, what made you
move there?
That question is two-part. The first part has to deal with me. So who was I at the time that I decided to engage? And I was very broken and very insecure. So although I have all these degrees, that has nothing to do with how I was brought up, my family life, and just how I felt about myself. So one thing I know is, like, the type of woman you are is the kind of man you attract or keep. So that has to do with me. That's the inside job of why I kept that person, because that's how I felt about myself. That's what I thought that I was worthy and deserving of. I didn't think I grew up around all men. I have 2 brothers, 2 sons, 2 godsons. I grew up around nothing but men, all uncles. Everybody cheated. I haven't seen one successful marriage. So that at the time was what I thought of myself.
No. You too, Negro.
You left that other side and came back to LA.
Don't make me spill your beans, brother. Okay.
You don't want to say it. Let's bring sis on. So now you got to deal with it.
She getting canceled halfway through the show.
Don't cancel me, guys.
Cancel her.
Don't cancel me.
Hey, tear her contract up.
So I was like, okay, well, that doesn't exist. And then don't get me wrong, I have dated men that were on the same level as me as far as financially and career wise. And that tended to be where either he had like so many women after him, or he's obnoxious. He has no personality. And it's
was just about to ask you that.
I graduated from Harvard. So
what?
Can you play spades? Like, what? Okay. Yes, I got my degree, but I'm good.
So wait. So you just hit a key point. So it's either you date a man that has all the degrees, has the money, and you can be one of many, or you can date somebody that makes lower than you. You got to pick them up, pay for them sometimes, a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. Or you got to try to find that middle ground, which is like, those are the men that are probably married or probably already gone.
Yep.
Or something else is going on.
Chris, you hit it right on the nail. You listen, if you had a dartboard, I just throw the dart right at your little board. You hit it right on the nail. That's exactly what it feels like. On the from the woman's perspective, that's how it feels. It's like, okay, do I want to wait for this guy? Mm-hmm. I mean, because listen, I didn't have NBA players like, I will marry you, but I'm gonna cheat him.
And NFL.
I mean, at least he told me up front. And then what did this dummy say, Chris? No, I want to get married for love. You still got cheated on, girl.
Either way, at least you could have a couple million with it.
I could have had a Fendi Prada purse.
Yeah, but then you would be sad at home because he on the road.
Mm-hmm. I mean, now, Chris or Dennis, have either one of you dated someone who's made significantly more money than you?
Yes.
You have? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let me start with Dennis. I'm gonna start with you, Dennis. What was your mindset?
I dated a lawyer. I dated a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I did date a WNBA player, but she was like short term. This was in my 20s.
Dunk on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, they got game. I remember taking the homies to the court in Venice, and we tried to play against them. Killed us.
Oh no, they good. They killing the average dude.
Killed us.
You forgot about the actress.
Oh yeah, well the actresses, yeah.
So you dated a couple of women that had more money.
They got more money now. I'm proud of them, but I'm not allowed to go in there and say, "Oh, that's my ex." I can't do that. That ain't right.
So how
Dallas cheerleaders?
Like, what was your mindset? What was your mindset during those times when you were like serious? Talk about the ones that are probably more serious, like serious relationship. What was your mindset? You were happy.
I was. See, I'm not the type of guy who gets jealous over a woman that makes more, because I know what I do, and I know sometimes I can make more in this season, and then the next season I might make less, but it has to balance out because I got to save my money. But no, when I've dated, but guess what? I'm great when it comes, because I dated a lot of women with kids. I knew what they needed. See, their money couldn't buy some stuff that I could give them. They money can't buy some things like when they go pick your son up or pick your daughter up from school and take them and talk to your child when the daddy ain't. That money can't buy that. Now your money can buy the food that I can cook for the kids and you still at work.
Can I just add on something, guys?
Yeah.
Baby, my brother was the best house husband I ever seen in my life.
I'm great at it. Lord. I'm great at it.
Okay. So, Dennis, don't kill me for this story, but he was dating a lawyer. And I ended up having to live with him because my apartment wasn't ready at the time. It wasn't all the way painted. We're young. And so the woman had kids, and then I had my son. He's 5. He was 5 at the time. So Dennis had all the kids, okay? Because I had to go to work. Look, the lawyer had to go to work. I was working in accounting. We had to go to work. Dennis we would have rack of lamb when we came back. Her bath water would be ran. All them little nappy kids, including mine, would all
they had dinner. The kids
they be on the couch sitting there like this.
Oh yeah, I'm like. But if I would, again, I'm in my early 30s, late 20s. I'm still getting established in entertainment because whoever. But she asked me. I had the young lady. The lady asked me, "Will you can be a stay-at-home dad if you give me a son? Just give me a child." And she had 2 girls, so she saw how I was taking care of them. She's the one that would give me her credit card and say, "Hey," and I'll be like, "Hey, let's go out." And I drive her Benz and I'll use her card to pay, but she was treated like a lady. And so it wasn't about the money she spent. It was about how I treated her going on dates.
How did she treat you though? How did
you feel?
Yeah, how did she treat you? Did she ever treat you like, wait a minute, I'm making the money, so I make the decision?
No, never. They don't come out with that. They don't come out with that. I'm making the money until you start acting a certain way. When she found out I was messing with these chicks over here on the west side, then it was like, hold on, we got this thing going, but you got this situation. I'm like, well, my bad.
But how are you a kept man? She give you everything you need. You playing the part, but you over here.
I wouldn't marry her. I wouldn't marry her.
No,
but
he
why?
He was messing up, Chris. He was messing up, Chris.
Why wouldn't you marry her though?
They asking me or they asking you? What they asking?
I'm asking
you. We asking
you. Asking you.
Why wouldn't you marry her? She got.
I was young. Because she wasn't the only one that wanted to marry me. And so the problem is, you're not just because you're a man that dates somebody who has good money doesn't mean she the only woman that wants you.
But it's not.
So
look,
I feel like there's some fulfillment. I think there's some fulfillment there that you didn't have. Yeah, I think there's some fulfillment you didn't have.
I think I said this last week. It's not always, the grass is not always greener on the other side. It's where you water it. Now, now take this. We're talking about this. Would you, if you had the chance to be with that woman again, would you go back? And would you?
I did go back a couple times, but no. And
you didn't act right either time, did you?
No, because I just didn't want that person. It's no different than my ex-wife.
Then why go back?
Well, what was wrong with her?
It was good sex. What are y'all asking me?
No, I said, what was wrong with the lawyer that she had the money? All she wanted you to take care of the kids. She didn't pressure you to get a job. It sounds like it was
28. I ain't been married. I got married at 42. I was 28.
So, but the thing is, when they get close to 30, they start thinking about their life. I need a house. I need a wife. If I don't got kids, maybe I want kids. And it's your prime time. So I understand, Chris, the other
there's
side.
A lot of Gen X's. There's a lot of Gen X's that are not married or have been married early and hadn't got married again. Remember, I'm a Gen X. I'm 48. In them days, before the internet came alive.
He is not 48.
Okay, 47 and a half.
Okay. Chris, damn.
But at 27 years old, bro, in California, you don't trust people. Just like she can't trust the men, I couldn't trust the women. Everybody wanted to be an actress. Yeah, I had a lawyer, but I mean, at the same time, I had some situations over here that presented a good case too.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about yours, Chris. Let's not lay in the Dennis. Tell me about yours.
No, my bad, brother.
No, bro. No, I love Chris. Well, that's my guy right there.
I will tell you this. Being a man with responsibilities, being a father, a single father, and then trying to date somebody that makes $200,000 a year with no kids, they can get up and go at any time. Like, are you passport ready? Yeah, but I got 2 other niggas in the back that got to come too. Like I got shit I gotta do. So it's like, it's my responsibilities right now is college next year, high school next year. Then I got a senior next year that's trying to go to college. It just don't match up. But the thing is, I feel like you can make the money, but it's what you want out of your man or your woman or whoever, whatever you like. So you want somebody that's 6 foot, you want somebody that's good looking, college degree, can talk, communicate well. All that stuff comes into play. I don't care how much money you make. As long as you fit into their mold, you're going to be okay. But it's you. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like dig in on you, Dennis. But I know there's more than one person out there. Everything that glitters ain't gold. So you might not have been happy at night, you know what I'm saying, at home while she working. When you got this other chick that's like giving you all the attention, she communicates better, y'all get along, y'all laugh. Those are the things that I got along with that girl. But this woman wanted to be married. She wanted a kid. And it's like, oh, I'm 44. What am I gonna do starting all over? I'm 5 years I'm almost out.
Right.
And the thing is, she would come to me, I'm about to go to a sperm bank. I'm like, well, let me give you the address to the nearest one, because
you could have gave her my address. Hey, Chris, though.
You be shooting blanks, though. You be shooting blanks.
But wait. No. Remember my slogan, my pullout game is great. Listen, Chris, think about what you just said. You 44 and you on the way out. At 28, I had no kids. I wasn't even on the porch. So you gonna tell me to take care of your 2 kids and have another son with you while you go work at the firm making $400,000? I'm not thinking that. I didn't have kids early.
And but she was sweet, Chris.
But this is my thing, though. This is my thing, though, Dennis.
But this,
let me say this. Wait. Let me go back to something you just said, though. You said she had kids already, right? And she was leaving and going to the firm. But you was playing daddy. You was playing Mr. Daddy at home. You was taking care of him.
To do that.
You decided to do. You was cooking. You was showing her the signals. No, but she was showing you. She was showing you this. You were showing her the signals that this is the role I'm willing to play in your life.
Yes.
So of course she wanted to be married because that's what she needed. To fit that part of her life. But so
did the others. But y'all not hearing. The others wanted to be married who didn't have kids too.
But look, you also had another opportunity. But I think there was also another opportunity there. He's at home with them kids. Let me ask you, did you go to college? Did you finish?
No, I went to college, but I didn't finish.
You could have finished college.
I could have.
Yeah. She gave you that opportunity. You're at home watching kids. And I'm not saying kids ain't a lot, because they are a lot. They're
No, they was at school. Don't get it. I'm not even gonna fake it. They was at school. Chris, wait. I was being 26 years old in Hollywood. I was auditioning. I was meeting women.
She gave that opportunity to
I couldn't go to the grocery store.
Wait a minute, Chris. We also had a maid.
They had a maid.
Yes, we had a maid.
Marie.
Dude, she gave you a chance to be great. I ain't even gonna lie. She did. She really did. But at the same time, it's
this is what I'm saying.
I can't talk for you.
Did she make you feel like a man? That's what I want to know. Did she make you feel like a man?
Oh, yes, but at 26 years old, and I say this, at 26 years old, I didn't know what being a man was like. Some of you who had kids at 20, at 26, you may know what it's like. I didn't have kids. I was helping my sister raise hers, but I could leave anytime and could never come back for 2 weeks.
So you still wanted that freedom?
No, I'm in California. I had the freedom, and whether I wanted it or not, I had it. I had women anywhere. I was 26 without kids. It's different than a man being 26 with kids.
Shit, I don't know. Not in all cases, because I know.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about a normal man. I'm saying
me. Me. I had a lot of help.
You know what I'm saying, though. But you know what I'm saying. My sister would always say, she'll say, Dennis. Sometimes she'll be venting to me and she'll say, you don't have no responsibility. I'm like, I got a car note, I got phone bills. But she'd be like, Dennis, you ain't got no responsibility. I said, how do you wake up at 5 a.m, take a kid to school? I have done it for her, but to do it for 20 years straight, I don't know how, but that's like.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because I ain't got no kids.
Hey, so check this out.
I am a great stepdaddy. Trust me.
Now you're a great stepdaddy.
If you want to spend the money, I am an excellent stepdaddy. Hey, Lisa said you was simping.
Lawyer.
Nah, nigga, I was pimping.
Lawyer, if you're listening.
No, he wasn't pimping.
If the lawyer's listening, he ready now. That's basically what he said. He ready now.
No, he got 12 kids.
Benzi, I got her number on speed dial. We like this. We locked
in. What did she do once she kicked me out the house? Because she said, when you leave today, can you leave the key? I was like, how am I get back in?
What did you do to get kicked out the house?
Mm-hmm.
She found out about the twins.
But how? She's working.
I'm 26.
He said he was young and immature and just not smart.
No, I wasn't immature. I was young. I wasn't ready. Listen to what this Latasha Park said.
He was 28.
His mindset was not there.
Oh, now he's
there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Your mindset, there's a different maturity level.
But who said that a man's mindset got to be mature at 24 because y'all got kids?
It don't.
It
don't. We're not saying that.
Like,
we're not saying that.
35-year-old is ready.
No. Maybe everybody matures at different times. Everyone is ready at different times. You can't put an age of maturity. I got married at 28. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean everybody could get married at 28. That can't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do that. What? Some people got married at 23 and still married now at 40. Everybody can't do that.
Watch this. The majority of women I dated, their fathers are still immature minded. They still ain't got a relationship with their daddies. The women I dated. So you can't tell me I'm immature at 26 when these niggas are 60 and still can't get it together with their daughter.
There's different levels of maturity. The maturity I had at 28 to be married is not the same maturity I have now at 39 where I am. My maturity,
but you had a child. You had a responsibility.
That still didn't make me mature. I was a fool.
Yeah, you was a nut.
I didn't go lie, Chris. No, we was cutting up.
What I'm saying is, you can't compare a 26-year-old with no kids who's aspiring to be in entertainment or something with someone who has 2 kids already at 26, who's saying, I'm talking about real men who say, I have to make money to support my kids. Those are 2 different mindsets. It is not fair to make the one who don't have a wife or don't have kids, he's the bad guy. That's not right.
But
no, you're not a bad guy.
Nobody's making you the bad guy first.
No, not me. I'm not the bad guy. I'm talking about those
28. First of all, you was 28 because I was 25. Okay, listen. You was 28. Third, it's about taking accountability of where you were at the time. Just say at the time I was a hoe. The end.
That was his backsliding days. That was his backsliding days. What about
that? Was out 28. What do you expect?
Your backsliding days is over. So what about now? What if she approached you now? Those kids are
not even just her. Let's just say a woman with her same stature approaches you now. Okay. Let's just say let's take her off the table.
They already do, y'all.
I would have to, first of all, number one, I'd have to have an interest. I'm not, because I married a person I didn't have the desire for, because I thought the church said you're gonna grow in love. I just want a desire woman. This is supposed to be about men who make less than women. It's supposed to be Denise's show, but
well, you raised your hand and said, I done dated this one that made more money, and this one that made, and this one, man. And 5 more over here that made more money.
Chris did too.
He said one. Nigga, you had a list of 10.
Yeah, brother.
I mean, what about that?
See?
Man, I had one whose daddy made the money and gave her an allowance that made more money than I made.
I remember that. I remember that one.
But out of all this though, like when a woman can pick up and go when they want to go buy you some $1,000 shoes and ship them to your door and do all that stuff, it's like, what can you do for her? Like, because I'm not gonna sit there. You can do for her, Chris.
Well, I want Denise. I'm not
gonna sit there and take $1,000 and send back to her in a gift. I'm gonna make sure that my kids have what they need before that. You know what I'm saying? That's where the responsibility comes in with me. Yeah. Do I make the money to pay these house bills? Yes, I do. Do I have money to pay for my kids and make sure they're good? Yeah, but like to have a woman come in that makes more. I think sometimes they look down on us.
Oh yeah,
sometimes because we're not shelling out and doing what they want because they can do it. So they get up and just leave and go find the next dude, and shit is worse. Shit is worse.
I think it takes a lot of humility as a woman to be with a man that makes significantly less money. Because you still have to you still have to, like, there's a certain level of authority if you're going to be in a relationship, like a marriage, that he's going to want to have. Right. And to look at him like, man, if your car break down, you can't even afford to fix it. I got to fix it. But you still are submitting to his authority.
Yeah, so I'm not submitting to your authority.
Exact. That's what I'm talking about. It's hard. It's a certain level.
Here's the thing. Like one of the things that Chris said. One of the things that Chris said was very interesting. Is Chris? There's a big difference between a woman that has no children and a woman that has children. I've always dated with children. I had my oldest when I was 20. So there's the same to Dennis's point of him being with no kids. That's a whole different.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about like kids to kids. You know, you meet a guy. Maybe he's a teacher, and I know a lot of women that has married a man that made less than them. My very close friend, her husband was a teacher, so obviously he made less than her. He's educated, but his profession makes less. Mm-hmm. One of the things that women who do make more money, there's going to be a difference in the balance of power in the house. It's just naturally going to be that way. Because I make more, right? If I make more and I come in the house and the dishes ain't done, I'm flipping up all these tables. I mean,
I've seen her do it.
What? Watch the help. We're a team. We're on the same team. Help me help you to help us. Right. Now, there are women out here that get out here and just be trying to dog a guy that makes less than them. That's a small percentage, or there's a percentage of women out there. But for the most part, what we're looking for is, hey, babe, be my teammate. If I make more than you, you know I'm bringing in this dang on bacon. Wash the dish. Don't have me come home. I got to wash the dishes, clean the clothes, do all this other stuff. That's when a woman starts resenting you and then talking to you crazy, because it's not balanced.
It's not balanced.
Look at Dennis. What you got to say, buddy?
But let me tell you that. Wait, let me just read this real quick.
I've seen her life.
I turned at the table. That's
no. I've seen her life, and she may come off harsh, being a Virgo. She coming off saying it like strong and direct, but she's not lying, because when you're dealing with a woman who got sciatica, right now my sister's going through back pain. She's going to the doctor all this week, not to put her life out there, but she's dealing with back pain. She had kids. So there was times when she was pregnant and still going to work, and I'm telling her to take the day off, and she going to work, and I'm like, you in your third trimester, your husband can do this, and she's a workaholic. So then she driving an hour, because you remember we in Cali, she driving an hour and a half home, and got to pull over the side of the road because her back is killing her. So now I'm like, well, shoot, one of us got to figure out how to get to her so we can just drive. You know what I'm saying?
But beyond the Virgo, let's listen to what Denise said at the beginning of this podcast. She said she grew up around nothing but men. She saw uncles, she saw brothers, she has sons. She has the work ethic of a man. So if she has the work ethic of a man and she's dating a man that doesn't have that same work ethic, she's not going to submit to him. She's not going to say, oh, yeah, you're the man, you tell me. Because I got the work ethic that you should have. And if you can't meet my work ethic or surpass my work ethic, you can't tell me nothing. That's just what I'm hearing.
Repeat that.
BENZI, remind me to bring that up on my therapy session with my therapist.
I got a question for you.
That is
Denise,
true.
I got a question for you, Denise.
Yes.
So since you are a Virgo, do you find yourself dating people that need help?
Yes. I mean, Chris, when they be like, where's the project? I'll be like, oh, let me find you.
Right.
Here's the project.
You want to know how I know? Because I'm a Virgo. That's why. We typically date women.
All right, Chris. Now I need you to submit your resume.
Chris.
No, Chris. I'm watching you, boy.
I swear. I got a thick resume.
I swear, Chris, I'll be looking for the project. I'll be like, oh, he got 4 kids.
That's why I asked you the question earlier.
Like, yes. Yeah.
Like build a man, basically.
Yeah, I've looked for the build a bear.
But he gets to the finish line and he's built and then he goes.
Yes.
You built him for somebody else.
or I push them away because it's just not what I wanted in the first place.
But I say that from what I've seen with Denise, I don't think she builds them. She puts the seeds in them so they can build themselves on a foundation. But they put her through so much trying to build them that she's like, I'm done, and she just pushes them away. That's kind of what I've seen.
She's inserting life into something that should be somewhere else, but they probably don't believe where they're supposed to be.
Yes. Yeah. So I've dealt with a lot of.
My sister can be a jerk too. She can be a jerk. She grew up with men. She can be an asshole. Of course. Okay. Of course. Sorry, sis. I mean, she can be an asshole too.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
Listen.
So wait, what happens? Because money ain't promised tomorrow.
Mm-mm.
It ain't.
What happens when that money is gone? You're the breadwinner. And you're with the man that makes 60K. Now you make 0K, or no, you make whatever the state is going to give you.
Right, the Social Security.
I can speak to that. So I was with someone where the gap between the two of us when we first started was only 20K. Me being more 20K, it was only 20K. Then COVID happened, and then it started to become I started jumping, his industry started tanking, and what caused a bridge, or what caused a divide in that relationship is that person started becoming jealous of me and saying things like, I'm really proud of you. I'm really happy that you're growing, but I'm just upset that I'm not. So that's really hard to a man's ego.
Absolutely.
Their industry is not something that they did alone. It's their industry that's causing them to, there to be a gap between what you make. And so because we're at a society, we're not yet all the way evolved where a man's role is more than just protecting and providing. We're still in that protect, provide stage. Men are still learning that there's more to being a man than money. We haven't evolved yet as a society to accept men that can do other things, like provide emotional stability.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think our race, the Black race, we're behind. You see all these other races, you see Mexican culture, they're with their families. They'll build aunts, uncles, all in the same household to help each other.
And vote for Trump.
I know.
And vote for Trump.
I know a white family. This woman is loaded. Like, she just to tell you what she does. She owns the company that distributes Kylie Jenner cosmetics. She's loaded. Been to her house, millionaire, right? She bought a house across the street for her brother for $10 million cash. Boom, like that. Like it's nothing.
BENZI, hold on.
That's you. But her husband, you know what he does? He coaches his son's baseball team. That's what he does. He's living his life. He's loving life. He loves it. He is living the time of his life.
But that's what you see. That's what you see. You don't know what that's going through.
I don't know. When I've met him a lot and seen him drunk, and he's like, oh, we need to tip you. He was like, you know how much money this is mine? He was like, how much? He was like, none of it. He was like, she makes it. He said, I don't have to do nothing. He said, I wish every man could experience this. That's what he said. He said, I wish every man could experience this. He said, this is amazing. He said, I have no stress. He said, I love hanging out with my kids. He was like, my wife is he's like, I just make sure she's good and they don't stress her out too much. He's like, and I have the time of my life. That's what he tells me.
But that ain't out there. So for men, you can't go find nothing like that.
No,
so
you can't go. You got to stumble on that.
Us men will show what money we have. We will show our cards. A woman, you can walk by a woman that's well off and you wouldn't even know it. It's because they don't have to show it. They live in the best lives. But us, we got to show everything. We got to go get the car. We got to go get the clothes because we trying
priorities.
To get the woman. Right.
Yeah. So we're financially, we're priorities financially are not right, because you have a broke woman with Louis bag and Louboutin shoes and this and that, but she broke.
I had a woman on the first date say, my mom's birthday was coming up, and she was like, "Oh, what are you gonna get her, a Chanel bag?" I'm like, Why? To go to the Goodwill? Like what? Why? Why should I go date? Why should I go get my?
That's where you can buy it though. They got Chanel bags up there. Oh.
They do, but it's like we're backwards. We're
backwards.
talking about a woman making more money than a man, but I think the issue goes further into it. It's not just that. It's the Black culture here. You know, other countries. If you go to Africa, it's set up different. If you go to Jamaica, it's set up different. They laugh at the Black, like Americans. We're not ready. Like we've been broken down so much towards like we're trying to get back, and they give us a little bit. They give us a breadcrumb every century or two, and we feel like we good. But it's not that, bro. We're still broken. Black people have never learned to deal with jealousy in the first place. That's first off. And then it comes with separating the Black families apart. And you know what I'm saying? I can give you help. I can give this woman help. I can make sure that she goes to school. I can make sure she has health care. But this man live there.
He gotta go. He gotta go.
So I don't want the women who make good money, who may have dated, who may be dating someone or married to someone who doesn't, to feel like, damn, I'm with a bum now, just because of our conversation. But I want to say this. The person, I just want to take it back to the lawyer. She actually got off on, and it turned her on when she could teach me things. Because again, I'm in my 20s. I think she was like 4 years older than me, and she was like, "This is how you go to a restaurant if you're entertaining business people or a client. This is what you do. You never show them that you're paying for the bill. If you're entertaining a business client, you go pay the bill." And then they never know the bill has been paid. She was teaching me things too. So she would sneak her car. So there's sometimes that the women also have that kind of ego that men have, whereas I'm providing for you and I'm teaching you some things, because men love to teach a woman.
But how did that make you feel? How did that make you?
Like, do you know how many? I perfected it. What? I got to go to the bathroom. Excuse me. Oh, how many men stand up when they women get ready to go to the restroom? How many men actually do standing up? Do you know that is proper etiquette to stand up?
No, I'm talking about how did it make you feel that she was teaching you everything? That
it made me feel great at 28. You're not hearing me.
Was she older?
Yeah, she's like 3-4 years older than me.
Chris, she was also a Virgo. Does that explain everything?
She was a Virgo. She was in her.
So you was the project.
Wait, hold on. I'm big on astrology.
I grew up in the projects. What's different?
Dennis, what's your sign, bro?
I'm a Gemini, baby.
So here's a little lesson for y'all. Geminis and Virgos are a lot alike. They're two separate people. So you never know what Virgo you getting, and you never know what Dennis you getting. So it's
we know that. Me and my sister talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
How is a fool going to teach a woman? Wait, hold on. Let me read this comment. This last comment says, some men don't like to be taught. They get offended. I agree with that. There are a lot of men that's like, you can teach me a little bit. You can teach me, maybe you can teach me some household items. You can teach me some things that women know. But as a man, you gotta, there's a certain level of, I gotta feel like I can lead you. I gotta feel like I can lead you.
But see,
yes, you gotta humble yourself in some ways. I'm not saying you can't learn.
Black men right now.
I'm not saying you can't learn.
I don't want to listen to you because you want to teach me what I should know, but I don't know. Wait, why are you with me? You're supposed to have what I don't have. If God took a rib out of me and gave it to you, I'm missing one. So then I need to know what's in that rib that you have to teach me.
Right. But if she's teaching you everything, I'm not saying that you should be able to learn. You should be able to learn from your partner, but if she's constantly teaching you things, she's constantly pushing you up. If she's constantly always trying, that's what Denise was talking about earlier. She was constantly trying to teach these men how to be successful, teach these men how to grow in their career, teach these men things that they should have already known as men. But no, a man has to also feel like he can stand on his own 2 feet. If you got this woman always telling you and teaching you and showing you, you are not. Yeah, you got every man has got a little bit of ego.
I understand that, but she also wanted a man to come in and teach her things. And they were so busy.
Well, wait, hold on. I want to address this. Hold on, Dennis. Let me address this from Daniel Terry. Okay. It's how the teaching is done. Can't teach from a place of superiority. The teaching matters.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a very great point, DT. However, a woman can still, and I'm only speaking for myself, can still speak in a very soft manner, but it means nothing to the man whose ego is bruised and he is himself insecure. So yes, I agree with your point, because there, no doubt, there's plenty of women out there that when they speak to a man, they're speaking in a harsh manner. But not every woman is like that, and I'm one of them. I don't speak to you like that. I speak to you in love. However, I have no control over that man. That's ego is still bruised.
Yeah. Now, if your ego's bruised, if you're insecure as a man, it don't matter what tone that woman speaks in. You ain't gonna accept it.
You're not gonna hear it. You're not gonna accept it. You're
gonna
find,
like Chris said, you haven't humbled yourself. You haven't humbled yourself to realize that I can receive from this woman.
Right. And you got to recognize if that person, and Denise used the words educated, and people are trying to break that down and twist it. But what she was trying to say is the education level. But if you are a person who understands that I'm with a person who, as we might say, not in my league, or this person likes me for me, but I'm not on the same level, then there are things that woman can teach you, but there's things you can teach that woman. That don't mean she got common sense.
Well,
she know how to deal with the big bosses. How many times my sister didn't call me and said, how do I deal with the big bosses? They're men. And I say, why are you asking me? You the one with the degree. Niecy, how many times I said, you the one with the degree, you the one with the, they gave the promotion to. She said, but you're a man and you own a company. I need to get inside the mindset of a man that owns a company. Oh, well, let's talk about
here's the thing that I get from her. Because she's going for a man with education, you got to also understand she has kids. So when you have kids, you want to set the standards like this is what you're going to do when you get this age. Like dating somebody that doesn't have education like that, they don't understand the structure of what's going to happen after high school and what you are to become afterwards, because we ain't trying to take care of these kids for the rest of our lives. So I would say looking for somebody with education is just a standard. If I can do it, I want my kids to do it. So why would I bring in an example that doesn't show that?
That's so good.
Education is the standard.
And that should be the focus of this conversation. It's not. Education is not the focus, because you have women. Another statistic that I want you guys to look up is that Black women businesses are greater than the majority shares of businesses owned, with 52.17% women over Black males. So obviously we all know that to be an entrepreneur doesn't necessarily require you to have a degree. So there's even women.
Now, is that including drug dealers?
legal.
Is that illegal too?
Even on an entrepreneur, don't limit this to. I don't want this conversation to be all about education. She says she want a man that's educated. That's my lane.
Right.
But there's entrepreneurial women out here with their own businesses that may want a businessman too, because they're fighting the same fight. It's nothing like going home and explaining to your spouse, babe, how was sales today? Well, they can speak that same language to each other. And then even in business, women are outnumbering men in entrepreneurial businesses. Who are they dating?
Or are they dating at all?
Or are they dating at
all? Or are they just look? Remember, Dennis, we was in the group chat. Or
they dating the other side.
Or they dating the dude,
the white, or the other side.
No, Dennis, we know who they dating. We talked about it in the group chat, Dennis. They dating the dude that's sitting on the couch playing video games and smoking weed all day.
Oh yeah.
They dating him.
Shaq brought that up.
They'll call him at 10 o'clock at night to come through and bang that thing out.
She said because they wear that thing out. They wear that thing out.
Yeah, and then they got it.
I got a question. I got a question for Denise. So where are you meeting these men, and are you dating online?
I didn't try everything online. Church, at my brother's house, one of them.
One of them.
I ain't met nobody at the club.
Business industry, family.
At my son's track meet, just normal places where you would see men, I guess, or people.
Latasha said something here I want to address too. She said equally yoked. Yes, that's what we have in common. But I think I want to make sure we clarify equally yoked. That doesn't mean you make the same amount of money. Doesn't necessarily mean you make the same type of education. But can you meet me right here on the stuff that we need to do in life? Yes. Right? Can we meet here? Or am I here and you're there, or are you here and I'm there? That's not equal. Can we push each other here? So we're going side by side. We're running this race together. You know what I mean? And that can look so many different ways for so many different people. What might be equally yoked for me might not be equally yoked for Dennis, because his priorities or his standards or what he needs financially or what he needs in a house may be different. So equally yoked can be so many different things, and it doesn't necessarily mean money or education.
And everybody got a different standard of what they want too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I say this too? Oh, go ahead, Chris.
I was just gonna say, like, trying to level each other out is not as easy as it may sound. Just finding somebody that's great that you meet today, you're gonna meet a different person next month. Why? Because they're putting on a show for you to get you. Once they get what they want, they off to the races to the next one. So your standards, if you're putting your standards out there, what type of dude you want, what type of woman you want, they're listening to that. So they're gonna act the part to be whoever it is they're supposed to be to get you and get what you want. Then they move on. So you're gonna always meet a different person during your relationship. So
let me say this before you answer that question, Benzi. I saw the question come through. Let me say this before you answer that question. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Benzi, answer the question.
So equally yoked, I'll tell you this, Tasha. Equally yoked to me is more mindset than anything. Do our mindsets work the same way? Are we both striving to be successful in career? Okay, then we're equally yoked here. Do we both want to build our portfolios and finances? Do we both want that? Are we both entrepreneurs? Or am I an entrepreneur and you are a great administrator? Can we come together that way? There's no true definition of what it looks like for each person, because I hear feedback. What happened? Oh, okay. It can look different for each person, right? But it just doesn't fit with you, right? Does it fit with you? Or do you have some outlandish ideas that go this way and my outlandish ideas go that way? We're never going to be equal because we're thinking two totally different ways. That's a lot of times when people who are super religious, you can't have one person super Christian, another one super Muslim, because it's not going to work. Their values are different. Their standards are different. How they live their life are different. It's just not going to work because it's not equal. But it doesn't necessarily have to be finances.
Somebody said,
so this is what I wanted to say.
Joke.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
but this is what I wanted to say.
That online is the same people with different clothes on. Dang.
I had a great time when I dated online, but it was what I wanted. So that's another subject. I got exactly what I wanted
online. It's the same people online. They just publish.
No. But what I wanted and what they wanted was different. But
when I dated Chris, when we dated online early dating online was how fast can we get to the house?
Listen, but this is what I wanted to say. When you truly a real man, and no matter what you make, and if that woman makes more than you, because that's what the topic is she makes more than you. There's a part of you that says a woman can make you want to do better. And if a man is in his finite self is a person who wants to make the most money, like we think money, right? We think job. So sometimes a man will say, hey, you know what? I actually want to do better. Let me see if I can go to school, or if I go back to school if they're younger or older. Hey, let me start a business because I like this woman and she is a good woman and she encourages me. I should be encouraged to want to do better for me and to get on that level so where I don't feel inferior. If you're feeling inferior, you're not doing the work. Perhaps you're not doing the work. If you feel your ego is bruised, then you need to strengthen your ego. It is not her ego, it's yours.
True.
No,
true.
No, you dating out of your league.
You dating out of your league. So what you do if you dating out of your league, you got to step your league up then. Step your league up.
You can't step your league up if you ain't got your money.
But you can't be lazy.
Those things got to be right in the background. A lot of people carry a lot of stuff from the past to the future, and your past cannot like be in your future.
It
So
can't.
if you ain't got that right, you can come across the best woman, period. And it's a lot of us will say, you know what? I wish I was here at this time dating this person and things would be right. Because you either have to mature. Like, as men, we 4 or 5 years behind our actual age.
Mm-hmm.
So you're dating out of your league. You need to date what's for you instead of trying to go out there and get this high value man when you probably ain't even worth having that high value man yet.
Okay, wait. Let me stay there. Hold on, Chris. So I have to ask this question. What signifies or what are characteristics of a high value man?
Well, see, here's the thing. That's when things get messed up because then we come back into that man.
We can't put a definition to it.
Wait.
Hold on, let him answer.
So that man can go to church. You know what I'm saying? That's you want a God-fearing man. You want a man that makes a lot of money, that's respectful, that takes care of business. But then it comes back to what Denise was saying. She's gonna be one of many. Those men that are high value, they have many options. Dennis had a great woman, doing probably well for himself, was out dating another good woman. Like, you can date a high value man, but if y'all don't match, and if it ain't there for you, it's not gonna happen. Just because you want a high value person, that don't mean they gonna like you. You can find everything you want in a woman or a man, whatever you date, but they still gotta like you at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So and
you find that person, now you got to start all over again.
Yeah,
you're not gonna find a high, but good women, good men don't fall off the sky every day. Let's just put it that way.
Absolutely. Now, Latasha also said, if a man has a PhD and is rich, he has every right to want and require his mate to have a PhD and be rich too. But also, yes, you're right. But you have to remember, a man, let's just call him a doctor. Let's say a medical doctor. He may not want to date another medical doctor because they are so busy. They are so much working and they're on call. Why would you want a woman that has those same things? You'll never see her. You'll never have time with her. How do you build a family? How do you connect? How do you go on, build your love life and your relationship? How does that happen if y'all both got crazy schedules? Maybe he don't want another person that has a PhD.
Hey, Latasha says there's no such thing as a high value man or woman. A gold digging woman who is popular came up with that term. Then what do you call that person that has all those values? Just a good person?
I say there is such thing as a high value person.
There is. I think there
absolutely is. Now, what one person might consider high value and another one might be different.
Let me ask you this: did your grandmama call your granddaddy high value? Is that how she described him? Because we can't talk about some new. No, we talking about new terms. So they make it up new terms. High value.
Dennis. But nowadays you got women who call each other bitches, and back in my granny day, they wouldn't dare call each other that. So we can't talk about what granny and them used to say to each other because nowadays things are so different.
Granny
back then they were smoking
anyways. You want to know why
I ain't met a woman smoking crack. So I mean,
no, talk about what
gay people call themselves bitches. That's neither here nor there.
They came from the silent generation.
Yeah,
they all that stuff that you hear today. Your grandma and them don't say nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
They might your ass out and get a switch, but they're not telling you what was really going on.
Okay, so it's high value. Generation. Let me ask you this, Chris: is high value?
I agree. High value is subjective. I agree with that.
Is it what they perceive of you or what you perceive of yourself?
It's what they perceive of you.
Okay, so who the fuck are you to tell me what you perceive of me and where I am on the level?
But that's to them. To them. Like, so for example, to Denise,
that's why they can kick rocks.
Denise's high value man might have to make $350,000 a year and be an entrepreneur or something like that, because that means his value have to be higher than hers. I'm not saying this is your high value man, Denise. I'm just using you as an example. I would say that may be a high value man to her.
Let her have it. Let
me have that.
But there may be another woman who, maybe she make $25,000, $30 an hour, who sees a man that makes $150,000 a year, who drives trucks as a high value man. It's subjective, like the person. It's subjective to the person.
Yeah, 100%.
What your values are different. If I'm an NBA player and I want to date a high value woman, that woman got to come with something. She can't just be
I don't know. So high value to you is different. It's subjective.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's subjective. Yeah, 100%.
It's subjective. Absolutely subjective.
Denise,
and I don't think there's nothing wrong with the
say?
term. I don't think there's nothing wrong with the term at all. I think it's definitely a thing now, and we should want higher value people to be around us.
So let me ask y'all a question. So a woman that makes 30K wants a man that makes 100K plus, drive a certain kind of car, and wants to provide. Can a man turn around and do that? Because his ass would be known as a broke ass nigga.
He's a bum.
He's a bum.
She's a bum.
Right. So
is she?
He don't deserve her. But that woman that makes 30,000 deserves that man. Wow.
But this goes back to Denise's point. Wait. This goes back to Denise's point earlier when she said men are still in the mindset of providers and protectors. It's okay for me to date the $30,000 woman because I am now her provider. I'm also immediately her protector. It ain't too much financially she can say to me about what I can do with this money.
It's
right for him. It's right if that's what she wants.
But does it make it right for her?
If that's what she wants.
So if he got three other women. If he got 3 other women,
well, now you adding in extras. You adding in extras.
That's not what we saying. That makes 150,000 supporting a woman that makes 30,000. You think he ain't got a side piece?
It's already happening.
Dennis, it happens all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Every great marriage,
she can't complain.
Is a side piece, Dennis.
She can't complain.
There is a side piece out there, but
then when her stuff is blown out, and at 40, she want to say, "I need a real man." Well, you could have had that.
She can go get a surgery to tighten it back up, Dennis. we can get it back.
Now your stuff blown out, and I don't even want to. Sorry, y'all know me.
Wait. She said, "Is a man in jail a high value man?" Oh, she said, "I'm being funny."
Well, he could be.
But wait, you could say this: Can a man with a felony be a high quality man?
Yeah. Yes.
Of course.
It's subjective, like you just
said.
It's
subjective.
He can come out.
Busy. Everybody got a felony nowadays. What you talking about?
I got a felony.
34 of them. I got 34 of them.
Wait. Thank you, Jay Michelle. Let's not make men who make money out to be a whore. Not every man is a whore or a slut.
Yeah. Why can't he just be successful? Why can't he be successful and want a solid woman? A solid woman to raise his kids, to do maybe household stuff where he don't want her to make a lot of money.
Maybe if he says, "Hey, I'm not desiring you," that don't make him an asshole. Just because he denies you, you got denied. That's okay. Move on.
Yeah, let's take it a step further. Oh, go ahead, Denise. I'll let you go.
I know a guy that he was looking at a girl and he was interested in her, but she hadn't completed her nursing degree yet, and he was like, I want a woman with a little bit more to offer. There's men that's out there that have turned down a woman because she wasn't where he wanted her to be in their life. So it goes on both sides. It's not just women.
That shows her dedication, though. That means that she's not gonna quit. He doesn't want to quit her. But what I was gonna say was, okay, what if you date Denise? You dated somebody that was below, right? Mm-hmm. What was your friend saying? How was your friends affecting your decisions of dating that man?
Lord, don't listen to friends.
You an asshole. You an asshole.
My friends and family were the ones that actually encouraged me to date down because they felt that my standards were too high. So
wait, did you date him because he was God-fearing?
Yes. Yep.
Do y'all think that's a problem?
Yeah, I do.
Wait. Can I clear some things up?
But I think
Dennis, you talked a lot. Let me talk.
Right, let her talk.
Let me talk. Yes, I had a family member that was like, "Well, why don't you give that person a chance? You tend to date this way. Why don't you give this person a chance? That person is God-fearing. Y'all in the church together. Why don't you, give it a chance?" But that person turned around and married somebody that makes 2 times what she makes, 3 times what she makes. Why you gonna give me that?
Because she didn't follow her own advice.
That you didn't take.
Jay says men don't date potential like women do.
Yes, I dated potential. I definitely did.
No, she said men don't.
I know.
I think at a certain age, I think that changes at a certain age. I think when you're younger, right, men will date potential and women won't. But as a woman gets older and she's running out of time, where she thinks she might be running out of time, she'll date that potential.
Benzi, what age were you when you started dating potential?
Hey, Benzi, can I address Jay Michelle?
Hold on, let me answer Chris first.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
What age were you when you started dating potential? Because I've been there.
I was in my 20s. I was in my early 20s.
Yeah, because the thing is, I've seen Benzi come from high school to becoming the man that he is today. So that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point? Like, I've kind of been there through and seen everything. But like the situation you in right now with your wife is the perfect situation. Was that the first time you was like, "Hey, look, I found her"? Because in the past, you might have thought somebody else was. Why are you laughing? Because I know you.
Yeah, you know me. You know me.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but was that the first time you were like, "Damn, man"?
I think, well, to be honest with you, Chris, a lot of it falls on me and my maturity level, right? Because maybe where I was at 28 and the stuff I had been through, it kind of shaped my mindset differently at that age versus 22, 23, 24 and dating, right? And what I was ready for. Was I really ready for commitment then? No, I wasn't ready, but I tried it. You know what I mean? I was just wilding out, having fun, acting a fool, you know what I mean? But when I got older, my mindset shifted, right? I didn't want that anymore. I didn't want to do that anymore. So a lot of it was based on me and how I had to mature myself. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Dennis. Adjust.
No, I just wanted. I'm looking at the comments. I didn't say that every man that makes over 100,000 has to have a side piece. I said if he's dating some chick who makes 30,000, especially if she's younger, most likely he has a side piece, and that's what she chose. She chose that man. She chose whatever he's doing. If he's not dating her with her potential, she ain't got no potential. She just want to be kept. And it's a lot of women. I've asked this question to women. What did you want to be when you was younger? I wanted to be a wife. I want to be kept. That's what you want to be in life? I've asked that.
I've never heard that. I've never dated a woman that said, I just want to be a wife. I've never dated a woman that's
and you never heard your sister say that. What did you
never.
I'm married. Most of those women are white. They date white men.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to address one comment from Katrina. She said,
"You ever been in the NBA or the NFL league?"
Wait, let Denise talk. You keep cutting your sister off. Let her talk.
And listen. I'm not cooking for Thanksgiving. You keep cutting me off. Okay, you're gonna be hungry in a minute. Okay?
And you right down the street and ain't getting no turkey.
Okay, so Katrina said, "Running out of time is crazy." And I think that was to Benzi's comment that. Benzi, when you mentioned that as a woman may get older, she may, reduce her standards a little bit, or maybe, I won't say reduce, open her standards a little bit. Katrina, I agree with you. Is running out of time is crazy because I feel like now that I'm in my 40s, I'd rather be by myself than to settle because I've done that in the past. And I think that there's a big push coming from women, especially 40, I would say 40 plus, is where we'd rather be by ourselves than to settle for something that may be, not for us. So running out of time is crazy. And to think that women are so desperate that we will just take whatever is not really the push that's happening that I see now.
So Denise, will you get married again?
Oh no. No? Absolutely not. No.
So basically you just want him to have his house. You go do you, like we can spend some time together, and that's it.
And if you in the comments, holla at your girl. Yeah, I got my house. You got your house. We can go on vacation together.
She didn't put her business out there, so you guys can talk after we do our debrief.
Yeah.
You guys listen. We can bring the kids together on vacation. We can do holidays together.
It just seems like women, they go through, like, they have a lot of potentials going through life. You know what I'm saying? They get that age and get that motor running. Now some want a marriage. Some may not want that marriage. Gravity is starting to hit at 40, 45. So things are changing. You know what I'm saying?
Gravity. Gravity.
Hey.
Not gravity, Chris.
Gravity is real. You know what I'm saying? It's outside the earth and inside this mug. But what I'm trying to say is,
it don't orbit, do it.
No, it don't orbit, it fall. but the thing is, like, men, they can date down. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give me the chance. You want to take me through hell and back just to get you? Oh, fine. I can just go find me a little 28, 30-year-old and I'm good. But gravity is hitting. Every year gravity is. Or makeup is.
Jay said at 42, gravity is still her friend, boy. She said
Not me, Jay. Not me, Jay. Look at me. Look. I'm about to fall in a minute, man.
Hey, look. That's because black don't act like that.
No, I don't. Long as you ain't lived the too rough of a life, man. As long as you ain't just drug and alcohol your way to.
And then I also thought about this today. I had this conversation that 40 and 50-year-olds today, they look a lot younger than when our parents was 40, 50.
Facts.
Gravity was real back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Moo-moos and all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But a 40, 50-year-old, even a 60-year-old woman can look good. It just depends on how you take care of yourself.
That's facts. That's facts. So I guess y'all right. I'm sorry. You ain't running. Women, y'all not running out of time. Running out of time. Y'all got plenty of time. Y'all got plenty of time.
To me, the older they're getting, the more prettier they look. But it could be because I'm older. Whereas I look at some young women and I'm like, hey, you look like a little kid.
Yeah, hey, facts.
And
I see some of these.
No time to play either.
I be out sometimes. You might be at a bar club, and I'm like, man, you look like my daughter's age. Like, ugh.
It turns you off.
It's always such a turn off. Not that I'm trying to date her, but still, just like,
cut it out.
That's my kid. No, I can't. If you remind me of my 19-year-old daughter, no, I'm not looking at nothing.
Oh, of course, but
I'll date Angel Reese. I'll date some of them rich. I'll date some of them rich young ones like Nikki and Cardi and Angel Reese, and I'll date some of them athletes. I'm gonna be a gigolo. That's cool, you know, for whatever they want. I don't mind dating them, but the rest of them.
Dennis Brain is still 28.
Nah, give me a brother with some gray hair. Give me a brother with some gray hair. I need some salt and pepper. I don't want nothing young. Go away.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's ask her though. Wait, this might be the next week when a woman dated a man that was younger than her.
Hold on, that's my order.
They called him young tender. When I know women that date younger than them.
Wait. She said, the young men love us. The young men love us. She said,
hey,
what you doing?
Girl, yes, I did.
Do we need to mute her? Mute her, because we don't want her business.
She good? She got a delivery. I think she got something delivered.
She went to the window.
No, she went to the door.
Y'all is messing up my game. That's my little sugar daddy. I'm just playing.
See, we were just about to get into that, huh?
Okay, I'm just joking, guys. That was not my sugar daddy. That was my air puff delivery.
Have you ever dated a sugar daddy though?
Me?
That's yes. No.
No. I've never dated a sugar daddy.
She's been the sugar mama. She dated younger.
Dang, Dennis.
She was in her 20s dating younger.
Dennis ain't getting no turkey.
Right. How much younger? Let her answer. How much younger, sis? How much? What's the youngest?
Miami circa.
Shut up, Dennis. Mind the business that pays you.
How much younger, sis? How much younger?
He was 8 years younger than me.
And you were how old?
25, 26.
Ooh, damn, he fresh.
No, you was older than no.
He right out of high school.
He just graduated.
I didn't know. He said he was 21. It's a long story. Anyway. going to jail.
No, he was only 3-4 years. Because Jalen was only 5.
I know how old I was. I was 26. Okay, that baby had just graduated.
One carried
he was
4.
He was only 6.
One carried 4. Lock her up.
He was a club promoter in Miami. He was a club promoter in Miami.
For the underage club.
No. He was 21.
Oh, how much older? What's the oldest that you would date?
The oldest that I have dated was,
or that you would. Could he be 60?
No, I did that before. My son's father is 8 years older than me. No.
You was in college, right? That was college?
No, talking about
Elijah.
Tuda that. Oh, okay.
And his current wife is 13 years older than him. So I younger than him.
Oh, I thought you said older.
Younger.
No,
I can't. I don't think that's because you're at different stages in life. And then I don't know. I think that'd be hard for me.
For us, for men, like just going through like the cycles of life. So when we're in high school, we're trying to date that woman, but she's trying to date people in college.
Mm-hmm.
So then when we get to college, we trying to date the women in college, and they dating men that already graduated and got their life together. So we get out of college and we think we cool. Now they dating people with salt and pepper. So it's like we have to go.
Oh yeah. That's a good point, Chris, because now that you say that, when I was that young, when I was 16, I was dating someone that was 18, that was freshman in college, and I was like a junior in high school. I think that like that dynamic started to change as I got older with kids, because then it's like, you start thinking about you want your husband to be around, and if there's a large gap between you, he had the ARP meetings and you at
also that's what society has taught us to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You want a man that's going to provide, so you got to go up, because if you date down, he don't got what you need.
Yeah.
Because our maturity level isn't where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
If a man is 16, he really like 13.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Katrina said the young men love us. That's another topic, dog. That's like next week.
Katrina, listen,
the young men love
another
us.
Show.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, they love us.
We might have to get some of them cougars out here. We might have to get some of them cougars on the show to talk about these young men, what they doing, because they ain't got the money, but what they doing other than the pipe, what they doing?
They know how to cook too.
Crack pipe.
They know how to cook.
She said the young boy. Hey, somebody said I'm about to date Chris real bad. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
What? Is that what she meant? Did she mean?
Is that what she said? I'm about to date Chris real
bad?
That
is what she said, but
get on the Instagram. Hey, follow his DM.
Chris, slide in your DM.
That's
slide in the DM.
Oh, one of y'all slide in mine.
She already in there. She already in there.
Slide.
She already in there.
Oh boy. Wait, Katrina said, I don't say we love them. No, you don't love them hoes, Katrina.
They love you. They love y'all. The older, they love the older women.
Your young man chose you.
But you know what? The younger men feel like older women, they ain't got to deal with the drama of a younger woman. They ain't got to deal with you're not finna come and bash out windows or, try to crash their car. You just gonna leave them alone. At 40, at 45, you gotta be. If you still doing that at 45 years old, golly.
How can you? My back hurt.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't got to deal with the drama.
Wait. Doing what at 45?
Busting out windows and doing kind of crazy.
If you still doing that at 20,
I will say this: people don't outgrow that stuff. The stuff that you're talking about, it happens to you 60 until you out of here. I'm gonna let you know, because think about this: you always see somebody or you hear somebody say, I'm 35 years old. I don't got time for drama. I don't got time for gossip. Gossip never leaves that person. That person is always going to be who they are. If they're going to bust your windows out at 18, they're going to do it at 35. It don't leave them.
Can I say this?
Just to respond
to what she said, that the young men love them. You got to understand, Generation Z or Y, whatever the hell they are, the ones that's in their 20s, they were raised by mothers. So they understand the mother thing. So if they meet an older woman, they actually kind of liking them because they're kind of getting something from them that relates. So yeah, there's a lot of young men in their 20s that are digging women in their mid-30s to 40s.
Because they want another mama. You saying that?
That's just to. No, it's not they want another mama. That's what they know.
My mama where she is.
The mama's
right.
It's what they know.
My sis said, "Not true. I stabbed somebody in my 20s. Not gonna stab anybody now." That's right, Mimi.
Who said that?
True.
Mimi.
Mimi. First of all, Mimi.
Somebody else.
Hey, she just missed BENZI. Hey, she missed BENZI several times. We already know.
Yeah, we already know.
Nah, she ain't never tried to stab me.
Hey, you know what? What's so crazy about that, BENZI? What you be doing to these women, man?
I'll do nothing. Mimi ain't never tried to. It wasn't me who she tried to stab in her 20s. It wasn't me. This pre me.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't me.
Okay. All right.
She didn't try to stab me.
Wait a minute, Chris. Wait a minute, Chris. What did you do? Now let's drill Chris. First of all, take care of your kids. What did you do to these women where they was like, you know what, take the babies? And no, what did you do to these women?
Nothing.
No, he had to step up. No, Chris had to step up.
He's saying,
Chris had to step up. Yeah,
trust me.
And I think he said that last week in his.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you like this. My past, BENZI, no, like we used to do some stuff.
That's what I'm saying in the 20s.
20s, 30s. I just got to my 40s not too long ago, so
I'll meet you in Arizona.
Yeah, it just really calmed down to where I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to do all that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got a lie and you got to keep that lie up, like that lie can come back and tell on your ass 6 months later, a year later. Mm-hmm. So now I'm just like, man, I'm good, man. Let me just chill out. Let me just tell the truth. Like if I want to date you and you and you, I'm gonna tell you and you and you. And it's your choice to say no. I'm not with that. So
now let me ask you this, Chris, because that's a unique thing that women say they want, but I don't think they really want that. They say they want a man to tell them everything, but they don't really want that. But anyway, that's
a trap.
No, let me ask you this. At what stage did you get to that mindset where, look, I'm finna tell you what it is. Either you're gonna deal with it or you're not. What got you to that mindset?
Well, we always got a detective within our woman. So, you know, when a woman wake up and say, "Oh, I had a dream that you was here and here and here," when that dream sound real, it's like, oh, damn, she done went through everything. That's what. I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream. You was with a girl. Her name started with a D. Denise. I'm like, God, like, how you know that? Like, you know, like now I got my iPhone, my Mac, everything locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm changing my like, I don't want to change my password every week.
You don't want to have to go through that.
You don't have to. I have a trick for that. You don't have to. But go ahead.
See, I'm not going back to my backsliding days. I told you, I'm trying to be reformed and cool. Like, Dennis, I see what you on.
Right, we see what Dennis on. He might not.
Listen,
he might still be 28.
I lie.
Wow. Bro, you almost 50 years old. For what? For what?
Because not every lie is wrong. How many times have you told your child the whole truth as a parent? Because it's not beneficial for them to know this information. So
I don't never tell my kids tell the truth. I don't care who it hurts. Tell the truth.
You gotta be
raw to them.
All y'all kids. Yes, baby. You are. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. You are that guy. No, you should not be starting. You're not a.
I don't tell my baby that.
So
I definitely. My 13-year-old for sure don't tell him. Hey, you don't. They don't keep you in volleyball because you can't serve and you don't practice your serve. It's terrible. You need to practice.
I tell my daughter, I'm like, you eat another burger, you're gonna have the biggest back in the school.
Hey, I believe you, Chris. I know that's the type of person you are. That's you all day.
You got the biggest back.
Like PJ is sitting right here next to me. He could tell you.
I see a lot of women are saying, or not people. With people, I guess it's men and women. You can change. What is change? And it's subjective. Can you change according to what this person think change is? Because your change, Chris, may not be what this woman think your change should be. Because a lot of times
you can't change a grown person, bro.
No,
that's just not gonna happen. At 35, 40,
But you can change yourself. You can decide to change yourself.
You can change. You can alter yourself.
You can make better decisions. Absolutely.
Benzi, you only got about 40 more summers left on this earth. You know what I'm saying?
50.
I don't know about all that. About 50 more summers.
I want business.
I'm living to 100. I got 60.
But the thing is, like, you can only alter yourself. You can't change the core of yourself. Who you are, you're not gonna change. And the thing
that's 100%.
The more you try to change yourself to be with that person, the real you is gonna come out.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
I don't know when she gonna see it or he gonna see it, but it's gonna come out.
I think what they're talking about is when y'all said, if a person busts out your windows at 20, they still gonna do it at 45, 50. And I think all those you can change, people can change, is what I think that's what they're referring to.
That shit is childish.
It's childish.
It's childish from the beginning. Yeah.
The money that I'm gonna spend to get that window fixed, I could be spending it on you.
Right.
That's stupid.
So
because you ain't going nowhere. If you got the energy to bust my windows, you coming back. Right. You coming back.
Right.
You coming back.
So when I was in college and high school, I didn't date women who broke windows. They said I dated women and girls in high school and women in college that had daddies, and they said, "Oh, I'll just tell my daddy." That was worse than breaking the windows.
Your women still break windows. Your women still breaking windows.
No.
You know why, Dennis? You know why they break windows? Because you lie. Because you lie. You lie.
And women believe the lie. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Exactly. That's Katrina just said it. She said, definitely not true. I used to do all of that. You know how I know Katrina used to do that? You know how I know Katrina used to do that about busting windows and all that stuff? She did it to me.
Yep. I was there.
She drove her car into my garage.
Woo!
I was there for that too.
Is that one of your exes?
I mean, if she did that, what do you think, Dennis?
But the thing is, at the end of the day,
holla at her. You good?
No.
He said you stupid. But
Katrina, just don't mix his car with my car. Okay? His shit.
I have the white Mercedes Benz. I have the white Mercedes Benz.
No, his car. We are.
What'd you say, Chris? What'd you say, Chris?
This podcast.
Do you think? Are you the reason why all that stuff happened?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know why?
I mean, but you're taking accountability though.
Absolutely. You know why, Chris? Because I was lying. I was lying. Like Dennis. Keep lying.
She wasn't crazy too, though. She wasn't crazy too.
She was crazy.
100% wrong.
Okay, guys, I have a question. Dennis, do you on these podcasts, do you ever take accountability for anything?
Woo!
Yes. I've always taken accountability for me. But I don't allow men to take the 100% that they were always wrong. Women are wrong too.
But no one on this pod, not Chris, not me, not BENZI, have made a man 100% wrong. And even I have taken accountability for my actions.
Right.
Like you ride so hard. You ride for men so hard on the podcast.
Yeah, because there's a lot of good men out here. There's a lot of good men that have changed.
Okay,
y'all just only ride for women.
Okay, when you say things,
but this
bro,
Chris,
make sure you take accountability.
What side are you on, Dennis?
But this is what I'm saying. Chris, BENZI, y'all have a past. Every man has a past, and every woman wants to bring up your past. You are not your past.
But did we not talk about every woman?
We're not even talking about then.
The 4 people.
We was talking about, was I responsible for the way she acted back then? That's basically was the question. And I was taking accountability.
You're responsible. She could have walked away.
Yes, but I take accountability for my actions.
Would she have walked away?
Wait, hold on. Dennis, have you ever been swung on by a woman?
Yes. My sisters and my cousins.
No.
Nigga,
no, someone you were dating. Someone you were dating.
You say you lied.
Yes, I had a woman. I had a woman try to stab me with a knife. Yes.
I had that.
Yeah, I know.
Because I told her I didn't want to. Because I told her I didn't want to bone her no more. I told her I don't want to have sex with you no more.
Dog. But
I flew out. It was in another.
So you got flued out?
No, I have, but I flew myself out this time.
Oh, okay.
I was sexually stupid. You know what, Chris? You're an asshole.
Hey, look, I keep it real, bro.
What I'm saying is,
I joke around.
What I'm saying is, young men in their younger age still were young men, and young women were young women. There is no 100% wrong.
Ooh, somebody just you are not your past if you are your past if you bring it into your present.
And I just said that earlier. Your past cannot dwell in your future.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
there's a lot of people that keep their past right with them.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about experiences. But we've also talked about people who have grown from 28 to 38 to 48, from getting married, whether you had kids at 20 or when you got married in your 40s. There's a difference. Everybody's not the same, and you cannot compare everybody. You got 3 kids and this person has 1. That's not the same. Struggle.
It ain't the same, but you got to hold yourself accountable and responsible for any and everything that happens to you. If you want to lie and cheat and do those things, it's going to bring you to where you are today.
Facts.
I'm not going to allow women to make men out for the rest of our lives that we the bad guys forever.
Who is doing that?
Oh, a bunch of women.
Okay, but no one in this. I don't see any woman.
No one's doing that.
Saying that.
Dennis, all we're doing is taking responsibility.
You're married, so no one's doing that.
But I'm saying, it's okay to take responsibility.
Trust me, bro. Women are blaming men for a lot of their.
No, those are your women. Your women are blaming. Be specific. Your women are blaming you.
Bro, I lived in certain states for a long time, bro. These women are out there. Trust me.
All right, let's swing it around to Dennis. Dennis, are you dating right now?
No, I have not had sex. I'm gonna be real. I haven't had sex since April. I'm not dating. I don't because Why? I'm cool. Because I don't want to. Ain't nobody piqued my interest. I don't have to have random sex. I'm good. I did all that. I lived in Atlanta for 3 years. I lived in LA for 20. I'm good. You know what I'm doing? I'm focused on me, bettering me. I'm focused on my career. I'm focused on making my money. I'm focused on my bank account. I'm focused on my sister and my family and my nephews. I don't need to just be out here.
You sound like a woman that just went through a bad breakup.
I'm gonna tell you
I ain't been through a breakup in 2 years.
But look,
I ain't been through a breakup in 2 years.
But the thing is, all I heard was he taking care of everybody else, but he ain't taking care of himself.
No, you heard wrong.
I heard that too, Chris.
You heard that. You heard.
Don't fight it. Don't fight it, bro. Don't fight it.
Don't fight it.
And that's the thing. This is why it's hard, Dennis, is because when any one of us give a point, you have a rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
Because
just
you guys
listen sometimes.
Your points are not affecting me. I have gone 2-3 years without sex.
Why? What's wrong?
I was a minister. I was a minister.
He need a blue chew. He need a blue chew.
I was a minister. No, I didn't say I don't. Listen, I didn't say Handisha and Palmetto ain't on standby. I didn't say, I didn't say I don't. But no, I don't need to chase you.
Oh my God, you need a blue chew.
But see, I'm keeping
a blue chew
real. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping the ugly. It's the ugly truth. I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, bitch, you got me crying.
100%, I'm keeping it real. Watch this. Okay, watch this.
So you
I don't need to,
right? You were a pastor for what? 3 years? So you're not a pastor anymore?
No, I've been in ministry since I was 18.
But what is?
I'm just a heathen in ministry. I'm just a heathen.
All heathens. Most of them are. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Most of them are.
So there's times I spent 2 years not having sex. There's times I spent 3 years. There's times I went 1 year. I'm an alcoholic.
Look, you need a hug and you need a blue chew. You need a blue chew.
I take the green pill. It's the green pill. It's the green pill. It's the green pill.
Blue chew. Can they endorse this?
The ching-a-ling.
But that's the ching-a-ling. It's the ching-a-ling that works.
But you ain't never wanted a woman, bro. Like you don't want a good woman?
Bruh, listen to you. I ain't never wanted a woman. I'm 48. I ain't never wanted a woman. Listen to
You're
you.
47.
Listen to yourself.
Stop saying
I'm just saying, like,
listen to you. My sister just gave you the whole lowdown of my whole situation with women. I ain't wanted a woman.
But I'm saying, at every age of my life, to when
I just
started,
moved back to California.
Women, I wanted one.
Listen, I just moved back to California. There are women who are asking me to be sex buddies. I'm not interested in you. I ain't got time for you. I'm good. Some of them are over 50.
But at over 50, if she doesn't want a relationship, but she still wants intimacy, maybe that's all she wants.
But I'm not interested in you. Do I have to have sex with a woman I'm not interested in?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so
you don't have to.
Look, he just
Here we go.
Look, 5-finger stranger, left hand, blue chew. No.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I am about to throw up.
I am transparent. There are men out here who do not need your pussy.
Oh my God!
Oh Lord!
I said it. There are men out here.
Guys, that'll do it for the show tonight.
I'm going.
That'll do it for the show tonight. Hey, real talk, great show. Thank all of y'all. Thank all of y'all for tuning in, man. Please subscribe on YouTube. It's Mental Podcast. Follow us at Duel Entertainment. Man, we want y'all to chime in. DM me if y'all want to hear something. If y'all know any of our guests on here, DM them. Let them know you want to want us to talk about something. Man, we appreciate y'all. Tune in every week, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m.
And let's get some more women on the show. We need more. Denise did a great job. Give her a hand clap. My
she did a great job.
My sister. Chris, you're a regular. I need you here, Chris. I love Chris.
Chris a regular.
Benzi, Benzi, you're a weirdo, but you on the show. So
hey, we did the thing, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Catch us next week. We out. Hey, y'all don't log off.